Welcome back, all my SherBears. Today's video is Friday Fabs and Flubs. I'm actually going to tell you straight out I don't have a flub. Oh well, no flubs, that's good. It's actually quite a small amount of products that I have. Some of it I have never shown you on my channel before, so it'll be new to you. It is some stuff that I received, or something I received for free. I don't know how much it would cost, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. My sister works for Home Hardware, which is basically privately owned home hardware or hardware stores in Canada. But they do other things besides hardware stuff. And one of the things that they had recently brought in was skinny coconut oil products. This one's sealed. I still don't know how much this is because there's no price. She didn't give me a price. These were samples that they got and she grabbed for me. So I also got a case that had coconut oil, pulling oil for your teeth, and there's just a plain coconut oil, and there's a coconut oil for your skin. But this is a coconut oil body scrub, and it is with coffee in it. And I have had the little sample, and it's a body scrub. It's not as rough as some body scrubs I've had, and I've really enjoyed it. Not on my arms because it is oil, but on my legs where I am super dry, this has been a godsend, and it goes a long way. So if you can find, I will try to link below, Skinny Oil Company, you must check out this scrub. It is wonderful, and so it smells so good. I'm just gonna say it, it smells so good. But I'm a coffee person. I love coffee. I also pulled out something that I think was in a gift set from Clinique, one of the perk products from Clinique, and this is the Chubby Stick Intense Lip Balm. I have been using this for probably 4 days this past week because it is very nourishing and moistening, and it gives color. It's a nice nude color. I don't know if it has on here what color this is. Curvious Caramel. So if you can find this, this is just a sample size. I could show you that that's all that's left on it. It was just a deluxe sample in a kit. I will probably be repurchasing this in a full size because I like it so much. The other lip item I've been loving is actually what I'm wearing on my lips today, and this is a Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in Liquid Lip in Dopey. If you don't know about the Colourpop Ultras, they have the Ultra Mattes and then they have the Ultra Satins. The Ultra Mattes are very drying. I will say that right now, they are very drying, but they do last on me, at least they do. But the Ultra Satins are more comfortable. They aren't transfer proof. They do last though. And that's the color right there. So obviously I'm feeling my nudes lately. But with the Colourpop, I noticed it doesn't seem to matter what color I wear. When they wear off, I'm left with a very bright pink lip. So I do like to keep it with me so that I can reapply, because the bright pink can get quite startling if you have a neutral eye and you're at work and they're like, what is she doing? But this has been really nice and has gone with so many eye looks in the last week. Now, if you're going to apply a liquid lipstick of any sort, even the Ultra Satins, you want to make sure your lips are exfoliated. So I have pulled out my e.l.f. lip exfoliator. This is the mint, and this is the one I prefer. I have not tried the cherry, but this one I prefer over the original one, because this one seems to be a bit finer. The original one actually seems very rough on my lips, so I recommend the mint or the cherry one, because I believe the cherry one is basically the same as the mint one. It's a bit finer of an exfoliation. And of course you want to make sure you're exfoliating your lips, because otherwise you have dry patches sticking up and it's just not pleasant. Now on to a cheek product. I don't have a powder this week. I don't have a foundation this week. It's just been ones that you already know I love. So this is a blush product, and this is a Sephora collection, and this blush is in Lovesick number 22. I think these are still available. I'm pretty sure they're still available. This is just a nice mauvey pink. It's not too pink and it's not too mauve. It's just right in the middle. Gives a nice rosy glow to your cheeks. It is matte, so there's no shimmer. You do your own highlight, but it has been very nice and it is long lasting. I'm wearing it on my face today, and I have to say, I think Sephora is one of those brands that everybody overlooks for so many things. I've got a couple of their eyeshadow palettes. They're wonderful. I wouldn't get those great big ones with the hearts. Those look like children's makeup. They don't even interest me. I look at them and I go, what are they doing? But I do have that one they recently put out. This one, and it's the More Than Meets the Eyes palette, and I can say I have actually dipped into this quite a few times. I've used it quite often, and are they the best? I wouldn't say they're the absolute best, but they are good quality, and I've achieved some really good eye looks with them. And their price is much cheaper than buying an Urban Decay or a Viseart or a Natasha Denona, you know, but you get color and you get a good variety. Their blushes are the same way. I own a couple of their lipsticks that I love and reach for often. Liquid lipsticks. Reach for them often. I have powder. Really, I think they're an overlooked brand that people need to start looking at more. Just my opinion. The last couple items I've been using in conjunction with each other with another palette, but I've already used that palette as a favorites, so I'll mention it, but I won't be saying it's in my favorites. The first one is actually a drugstore palette, and this is the Covergirl Jewels palette. As you know, this was just released, and I think that my shoppers is already sold out of the ones they had. So I'm going to go on the record and say this is the best freaking purple I have ever seen. Ever. And I have Makeup Geek purples, and I love Makeup Geek, but this does not swatch on the hand as well as it goes on the eyes. But that is purple, and makeup companies could take a hint from Covergirl and figure out how they got their purple, that purple. This is beautiful. I've used this purple a couple times this week, and I used it in conjunction with the Kat Von D Metal Matte, and that's the last I'm going to say with it. I came up with a look that went from 9 in the morning until 11 o'clock at night and still looked as good as it did when I first applied it. These are awesome. Unfortunately, there is not enough mattes in here to do looks. There is only one matte. Even the purple has a bit of a sheen to it, as you can see. It is a Jewels, so the only matte that they actually have is this one right here. And I don't think that works for every single color that's in this palette. But that being said, I am wearing this color right here on my eye today, and I am loving it. Loving. It is a nice rose gold, and I did not wet it. I just put it on with a flat brush. Loving it. As I said, I love the purple. I've also used the blue in here quite beautifully. The black does have sparkles in it, and they do show, but not to an extreme. And I don't know if it'll pick it up here. This is the brush swatch. This is my finger swatch. As you can see, that went on better with a brush. This palette is worth every single penny. If you have the roses, the True Naked, any of the True Naked palettes, this would work well in conjunction with any of them. Or an all matte palette and you just want to add a pop of color, right here. These are awesome, last all day, and give you sparkle and shine like you wouldn't believe. Highly recommend it. This is probably my favorite product of the week. If you, like I said, if you have the other True Naked palettes, whether it be the golden, the naked, or the roses, put this into the mix and you're going to have some great eye looks. And that purple, oh my god. So, because, as I said, there aren't enough mattes in here to do a great eye look, though the jewel tones are awesome, what I've been using with it is my Makeup Geek. And this is an all my Makeup Geek. And well known, when I compare eyeshadows, I often think, does this meet up to Makeup Geek standards? I have Makeup Geek. This is only one of my palettes, and all my palettes are full. And this is the extra large. I think I have 3 extra large, and I have 1 large. Plus I have some of their blushes. If you can tell, I have dips in several of these. My favorite all time is Shimma Shimma. I am not wearing that one today. I'm actually wearing MAC Nylon, which I think is more yellow tone, whereas the Shimma Shimma is more champagne tone. But the colors that I liked, you can tell, but I do have a few new favorites, and they were from her latest, no, not her latest. I still have to do another Makeup Geek order. It was ones that she came out with, which were foils and mattes, and the color was Tuscan Sun, which is this color right here. Oh my gosh, this is life now. I have been using this color in my crease as a transition color over and over and over. I can't even get away from it. I open this up and I'm like, Tuscan Sun, that's the one I want. I also use Petal Pusher a lot, and I use a Bitten, which is this one right here, or I use Burlesque a lot. These are just, if you don't own any Makeup Geek eyeshadows, you need to buy Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I know everybody wants the MAC, or they want the Urban Decay, or Makeup Geek eyeshadows are like, in Canada they're $8 a pan. Once we do the exchange, they're about $8 a pan. That's what I'm paying for a MAC, and I like the color payoff of the Makeup Geek way, way better. They last all day. Their duochromes are awesome, their pigments are awesome, their foils are awesome, their mattes are awesome. I do not regret buying any single Makeup Geek item I have ever bought. If she wanted to send me new ones to try, I'd take them, no problem. And she'd probably get a really great review, because I've not found one, not one Makeup Geek eyeshadow that I don't love. And obviously I do pick different ones to fall in love with at a given time, but I've used every color that I have. Every color I've used at least a couple times. It might just be that they're more neutral colors that I'm using more of, and I'll tell you that I have backups of some of them already, because what happens if one breaks or I run out of one, it takes a while to get them. They come from the States. So, as I said, no flubs this week. It's been a good week, except for my headache. That's a flub. I don't like that flub. That's everything for this Friday Fabs. Please check out the description box down below. There is a new giveaway host member, and it's Miss Flory Sparks. So beautiful. You have to go check out her video and comment on it. The video is linked in the description box. You must be subscribed to all the MAB members, and you must be 18 years or older, and you must have your profile public. Please have it public so that we know that you have subscribed to us all. And it is open internationally. We don't care where you live, we'll send you a prize if you win. So, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Much love, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.